Savannah Chrisley is doing everything she can to get her parents out of prison.
How are you feeling going into this?
You know what? Feeling hopeful, prayerful. That's all that we can do.
The reality show star arriving at the federal courthouse in Atlanta today, her family and new boyfriend by her side to plead her parents' case.
Just fighting for my parents is what this is all about. And I'm just hopeful and prayerful that these judges have the hearts and the minds to see what's really going on.
Savannah's parents are Todd and Julie Chrisley, the once high-flying couple of the reality show Chrisley Knows Best.
We're not perfect.
But perfect should be something you should strive to be.
But now they're serving stiff prison sentences after being convicted of multiple counts of defrauding banks and evading taxes.
Are you folks holding up?
They're okay. Yeah, they try to make the best of it, but it's rough.
During the 30-minute hearing, the Chrisley family and their attorney argued that Todd and Julie deserve a new trial.
The primary issue that we were arguing about today is the question of whether one of the witnesses testified falsely and whether the prosecution had any knowledge of that.
It was a step to getting my parents home because I believe in law and order. I believe that we should have a system that holds people accountable, but I also believe that the government should be held accountable as well.
A former Miss Tennessee Teen USA.
It's going to be an exciting year. Please take your first walk.
Look, you're in a party.
Savannah, this ain't no damn party, it's a car wash.
Savannah came of age on reality TV as a precocious adolescent.
Turn the air
You have
on.
to be emerged.
You guys emerge.
I'm gonna punch you in your face is what's gonna happen.
And now, at 26 years old, she's trying to hold her family together, taking her siblings to visit their parents in prison.
We just switch off between mom and dad.
And so what are those visits like?
We go, we sit, we laugh, we walk, we walk around, and we just try to have a little bit of normalcy.
Savannah is now the legal guardian for her teenage brother Grayson and 11-year-old niece Chloe, who her parents were raising.
We have run into an issue.
She wants me to wear deodorant.
So I moved out at 17.
They all live together at her home in Nashville, which she says she bought with her own reality show earnings.
Was there ever any doubt that you would raise Grayson and Chloe?
I think it was just an unspoken thing that we just knew.
What's life been like carrying on without them? I mean,
Yeah.
you've had to have holidays without them.
That was the hardest part, was at Christmas of, asking the kids like any other parent does, like, what do you want for Christmas? And they look at you and say, I don't want anything. Like, I can't have what I want. And you're like, got it.
You can't fill a hole in their heart.
Yeah, you can.
Through it all, Savannah is staying grounded with the help of loved ones. After losing her former fiancé in a motorcycle crash last year, she found new love in Robert Shiver, who was with her in court today. Shiver's former wife of 13 years stands charged of plotting to murder him in the Bahamas. She pled not guilty and maintains her innocence. She is now out on bail.
Your life seems so unreal in so many ways, right? I mean, the way you grew up, what happened to your parents, and then you date a guy whose wife is charged with trying to kill him. How do you talk to the young people in your life about that?
I think, for me, that is Robert's situation. I never want to be the cause of his children's hurt, ever. So when it comes to their mother, they have a mother. And I hope that she can show up for them. And the legal course just has to run its course.
She reached out to him on social media after hearing about the alleged plot.
Is it true that you slipped into his DMs?
I did. I love me some social media. What can I say? And when just his whole world kind of started changing. And so I just reached out and was like, hey, I know how it feels to be in the public eye and not for what you want to be in the public eye for.
Savannah has been in the public eye since 2014, when Chrisley Knows Best debuted. It eventually became one of the USA Network's most successful shows, running for 10 seasons.
You're gonna really wash all that?
You're gonna wash your drawers with your shirt that you pull over your head.
I've never done laundry. I don't know what you want me to do.
Divorce!
Family drama, the lifeblood of the show.
Nothing about life is fair.
The Chrisleys projecting a squeaky clean image amidst a life of luxury.
Welcome to Mr. Chrisley's debate class. Prada is better than Gucci.
Gucci's better than Prada.
I don't even know what Prada is.
Are you kidding me right now?
But then it all came crashing down. In 2019, Todd and Julie were indicted on 12 counts of bank and wire fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy. Federal prosecutors saying the Chrisleys have built an empire based on the lie that their wealth came from dedication and hard work, and calling them career swindlers. They spent that money on luxury cars, designer clothes, real estate, and travel, and used new fraudulent loans to pay back old ones. And as their reality stars were starting to shine, prosecutors say the Chrisleys failed to file or pay taxes from 2013 to 2016.
We have been canceled. Our show was canceled. Everyone turned their backs, and you really can't get much more canceled than that.
Todd sounding defiant on an episode of his podcast, Chrisley Confessions.
If anyone even knew truly what has gone on in our life, the things that have happened and how we still have to keep fighting, and then they want to sit and talk about, go pay your taxes. Dude, shut up. I've paid more taxes than you've ever earned.
In 2022, after nearly a 3-week trial, Todd was sentenced to 12 years in prison and Julie to 7.
What do you say to folks who might think they deserve to serve time, hard time?
We're not tough on tough crime. We're tough on white-collar crime. Money means more than a human life at the place we're at right now. If you say someone stole $17 million, what is imprisoning them for $60,000 a year going to do? It's costing taxpayers even more money to imprison them, and you're not getting any of the money back. I think for me, when people say they were convicted, I say, if you want to convict them, but convict them on the truth. There was not sufficient evidence.
So you're convinced they're not guilty?
100%.
Alex Little is the family's attorney.
What would you say to those in the public who are convinced that once you get a conviction, Todd and Julie are convicted, they're guilty, and they should serve time?
Look, that's not how our system works. There's a reason we have appeals. There's a reason we know of people who are wrongfully convicted who get out all the time. So our system has flaws, and so part of our job is to show when those flaws affect a conviction like this.
Savannah's father is serving his time in a minimum security prison in Florida, while her mother is behind bars at a federal medical center in Kentucky.
What was it like for them to say goodbye?
It was tough. Just watch them stand at their bedroom, just hugging and kissing and not knowing. Then they left us all videos.
What was the message to you?
You can do this. You shouldn't have to. So proud of you. I think my dad's exact words were, you are what every father wants for a daughter. And this is now what my life is filled with.
Their daughter relentlessly advocating on their behalf.
I've got like a whole thing right here. I'm just baffled, first off, at what I'm about to say.
While in prison, Todd and Julie have complained about poor conditions behind bars. Todd phoning in to News Nation from confinement.
It is so disgustingly filthy. The food is literally, I'm not exaggerating, the food is dated. It's out of date by at minimum a year.
In a statement to ABC News about the Chrisleys' allegations, the Bureau of Prisons saying they do not comment on particular individuals, but writing in part that the quality of food served is a priority, and their mission is to provide healthy, nutritionally sound, and appetizing meals.
All right, guys, we're back.
Today, Savannah continues to share the ups and downs of her life.
Today was a hard day for me. I miss my mom and daddy so much.
Pouring out her feelings alongside her teenage brother Grayson in her new podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley.
What is the first thing you want to do together when your family can reunite?
I don't really get my hopes up. So it makes me hope it's soon. It's probably not, so I don't think about it.
Savannah even has a third Chrisley show in the works, a behind-the-scenes look at her life while her parents are still behind bars.
Do you think your parents will be involved in the reality show?
I hope and pray that the show can capture mom and dad coming home. That is my hope, and I dream. I have to keep working as hard as I can work so that my parents are home before I ever get married, before I have a kid. I want them home for those things.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.